Welcome back, students. So today we are going to discuss one numerical problem. Next class we have discussed the particularly for uncentric load or for unsymmetrical load, how we are going to calculate our end moments and how we are going to calculate our bending moment and shear force diagram. So in this lecture today I am going to discuss one problem. Let us take one numerical problem here. So the problem is this is the problem, and what they asked me to determine in the problem, they asked me to determine fixed end moments, fixed end moments and draw BMB and SFT. So they asked me to calculate MA, MB and RA and RB. Obviously without RA and RB it is not possible, and to draw the BMB and SFT. So let us solve how we can solve this diagram. So all of you already know the procedure. So let us solve it by the procedure. So my step first. So what is happening in the first step? Draw for free beam. So I will draw my movement diagram for free beam. So you all know that what is the movement diagram is going to come for free beam. So first we have to consider the free beam. So let us consider the free beam. So this is my consideration of free beam. So let us solve this out. So you all know how to calculate. So first of my particular thing is summation of Fy is equal to, so I will get RA plus R2, and this W is acting. You all know this is the UDL. So UDL will be converted to the point load. So W into X. So X distance is how much? 1600 into distance is 2 is equal to 0. This is the equation number first. And if I will solve it for movement at the point A, so if I will say the movement at point, this is the point A, this is the point B, this is the point for example D, and this is the point for example C. So let us calculate for the movement. So the moment will come minus of 2 into the distance, you know, total distance is 8, and the particular one more load is acting, that is the UDL. So the UDL is acting in the half. So the UDL is acting in the clockwise direction. So clockwise direction means plus, and how much UDL is acting? So 1600 into 2, that is the 3200 into at what distance it is. So this is the distance, it is acting somewhere half here. you all know that it is acting in the half distance because this is the UDL. So half, how much it is? This is the 1 and this is 2. So 1, 2, how much it is? 3. So it is going to be 3 is equal to 0. So if I will put, I will calculate R2 value. So R2 is equal to how much? So if I will solve this, then I got my R2 value. My R2 value is 1200 Newton. So I got my R2 value. If I will put my R2 in this equation, then I am going to get R1. So my R1 is coming how much? So my R1 is coming 2000 Newton. So all of you can calculate that. This is not a big deal. So my R1 came 2000 kilonewton, my R2 Newton, and my R2 came 1200 Newton. So if I got my R1 R2 value, so I can do the SFD diagram also for this. As I got the R1 R2 value, so what is my SFD diagram is? So you all know. Once I calculate the SFD diagram, so how to calculate the SFD diagram? For example, the shear force at point A. So shear force at point how much? See the direction in upward direction into R1. So directly I will write positive of R1. How much R1? 2000. So at A point I am getting 2000. Shear force at C point. So at C point you can see up to C point there is no load. So C point also it is 2000 only. If I will calculate shear force at D point, so shear force at D point, you can see here the UDL is acting. So I have to calculate for the UDL. So first it is acting 2000. So 2000, and here this is the UDL. UDL converted into the point load. So what is the UDL converted into point load? And this UDL is acting downward direction. So minus, and this 1600 into 2. This is the 3200. So how much I am going to get shear force at C? So shear force at C I am going to get negative. So how much negative? Negative of 1200. If I will solve this if I will solve it for shear force at this is the D point. At C point it is same, because from point A to C there is no any force. So point A to C, this is the particular shear force. So let us calculate the shear force at the last B point. So at the B point if I need to calculate, so I have to say minus of 1200, and the particular force is acting one, that is the upward force. So plus of R2. So R2 is how much? Minus of 1200 plus of R2 is 1200. So I am going to get 0. So our shear force at B is 0. So let us draw the bending moment, shear force diagram for this. So my shear force diagram is coming something. So let us see what it is going to come. So let us do it. So you see over here. So up to here to here, up to A, what is my A point came? My A point came is 2000. So this force at A is 2000. Up to C there is no force, equal force only 2000. After C I am going to get, after C you see at D I got, what is the force I got at D? At D I got 1200. So somewhere I got here 1200 minus of 1200. So you all know that if there will be a UDL, then for UDL the particular shear force diagram is inclined line. So I will meet my both the points. So it is getting inclined line here. And you can see up to B also there is no any forces. So it will be like that only. And you know that at B I got my shear force is equal to 0. So this is my diagram. So this is my diagram for shear force. So in shear force diagram, why I drawn this diagram? Because I need my this value, and this is the point where shear force is equal to 0. So I got my shear force. Now in this similar point I am going to calculate my bending moment diagram. So you all know that, what you know that in simply spotted case in simply spotted case both ends bending moment is equal to 0. So I am going to get bending moment at both the ends 0 in simply spotted case. So I need to calculate my bending moment at C point. So let us calculate the bending moment at C point. So at C point I can calculate, so we can see how much force is acting. R1. R1 is acting upward direction, so plus R1, distance is how much into 2. So R1, what is the R1 value is 2000 into 2. So what is my bending moment at C is 4000 Newton meter. This is the particular bending moment at C. Now I can calculate my bending moment at point D. So to calculate bending moment at point D, so I should have to be this particular diagram will be shown like R1 into the distance is how much now 4. This is acting upward direction, so positive. This UDL is acting downward direction, that is the negative. So negative of UDL is how much it is acting. So UDL is acting 16 into how much? 16 into, so it is 3200, because 16 into 2, 1600 into 2, that is the 3200, and it is acting at which distance? So you can see it is acting from here to here. So what is the distance from here to here? 13,000 into 2 divided by 2 divided by 2. Getting my point? It is acting in half of the distance. So half of the distance means 1. So if I will solve this, so I will put my values 2000 into 4 minus 3000 this. So if I am going to put these values, right. So if I am going to put this value, so what I am going to get at the D. So my value now at D is equal to, this is 8000 minus 3200. So how much I am going to get from here? So 300 minus this is 200. So this is 400 Newton meter. So I got my bending moment at D. So where is my bending moment is coming maximum? Where the shear force is 0. So where is the shear force is 0? The shear force is 0 somewhere here in the middle. So this is the point where the shear force is 0. So let us say that, so anywhere the shear force can come 0. So we will discuss it with the completed of diagram. So let us draw the diagram. So how the diagram will come? The A point is coming 0 and the B point is also coming 0. So here to here you can see there is no load. The value at the B is coming how much? 4000, and the value at D is coming how much? 4800. So how this particular line is going to meet? This is the why I took the inclined line, because you know while in the 2 points there is no force, then bending moment is inclined line. Similarly I am going to get inclined line here, and here you all know that this is the UDL, so definitely it is going to get the parabola curve. So this is your diagram now. This is 2 triangles. You are going to get 2 triangles. You are going to get 2 triangles and in middle portion. The only problem I am getting here is that I know this area, but I don't know this area, because this is not complete parabola. This is some half of the parabola, and so how to calculate the area? So we will also discuss this in further. So up to here I completed for my free body diagram. So all of you know for my fixed body what will be the, or my fixed beam what will be the diagram. So my fixed beam diagram will be the very simple, because already I calculated it many times, and as I know that this is the case of unsymmetrical loading. This is the case of unsymmetrical loading, because load is not symmetrical. So that's why I know that MA is not is equal to MB. MA is equal to, and the diagram will become as a trapezoid. right? So diagram will become as a trapezoidal. So let us solve my step number 2 for a fixed movement diagram for fixed beam. Right? So I am going to calculate the movement diagram for fixed beam. So before that I have to calculate, or I have to draw the fixed beam diagram. So this is the fixed beam. I am going to get from here MA, and here I am going to get MB. So MA, MB I am getting over here. So let us solve this now, and this is the R small a you can say, and R small b. So let us solve this question. So from here you all know that what is my bending moment is going to come. Already we did many cases, so directly I am going to write here. So what is the particular value I am going to get? I am going to get some diagram of my bending moment, something like this. And one thing very important, that you all know that this particular diagram will become as a negative, because already we solved in the last time that particular question. So this is your MA value, and this will be your MB value. So I got my MA and MB value. So let us, my second step number 2 is also completed. Now let us move for the step number 3. So what is my step number 3 is,